Who's your beef?
You want to hear about my beef of the week? My beef of the week is with Puzio. Puzio was a dude in high school who, after school one day, so just a little context. Freshman year of high school, I was 4 foot 11 and a half inches, 97 pounds. I was small, and a lot of my teachers actually told me I had small man complex, which is where you overcompensate for your size by being loud and ferocious. So I did have a little bit of an edge. Puzio was also really small. He was a year older than me, a sophomore. He was about 5'1", 105 pounds, and a gymnast. Like, he used to do the rings. So he was kind of shredded. Mm-hmm. After school one day, he came up, and maybe because of some pressure from his boys, he tried to punk me and put me in a headlock. I was having none of it. So I tossed him off me, and I was like, what, bitch? And then the whole school, like, literally... I didn't know this many kids went to the school, surrounded us. Like, kids were like coming out of like the sewer lids and like coming out of like windows. I was like, dude, where the fuck do all these people come from? They're all staring at us and they're like, fight, 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 fight. And then Puzio was like, I'm going to fight you at the football game tonight. It was Friday when this happened, so Friday Night Lights. So I was like, all right. So I went home to my mom and I said, Mom, this kid Puzio challenged me to a fight tonight. I'm going to the football game and I'm going to fight him because I keep it super real with my parents. Mm-hmm. And my mom was from Colombia and she understood noble combat. And she's like, okay, Jean. She was like, Jean Thomas, it's okay. Go to the game. Go to fight him. And I was like, thank you, Mom. And she's like, but first, let my friend Scotty drive you. So my family friend Scotty drove me to the game, gave me a quick pep talk. I got there, and I was still hoping the fight wouldn't happen because I was like nervous to fight in front of people because you're worried you're just going to look like an idiot. But all my older friends were like, dude, you got to fight him. And I like trusted my older friends. Like, they actually knew what the fuck they were talking about. I don't know why they said I had to fight him. I never pursued the question that deeply, but they were like, you got to fight him. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go fight. So we walk outside the football stadium, and there's like literally, again, I've never seen such a big congregation of people in my life. Like, this was like a heavyweight title fight. There's like just like a huge circle of people, and I walk in. Puzio's already shirtless, and he's punching a guy's hands, like warming up. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you even training for this since we got into the argument today? And then all my friends were like, all right, dude, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go in there and you're going to like, he's going to try and tackle you. You're going to knee him. And I'm listening to my friends like they know what the fuck they're talking about. Meanwhile, nobody knew what the fuck they were talking about. Fight starts. I take my shirt off. Got a few little woo woo when I took my shirt off, which felt good. Got in there. I looked at him. Pow! My lights go out. But then I come back. I just got hit in the head, but I was okay. We start fighting. We were both so little, we couldn't really hurt the other one badly. Mm-hmm. Like, it was more just like hitting each other with pillows. But I mean, it was crazy. And I was such an idiot. I would punch him to the ground, and then I'd go. I didn't want to punch a guy when he was down because I'd watched too many action movies and I believed in honor. So I'd stand up and go, get up, get up, get up. And then we'd keep fighting. And we'd get really tired. So then we'd have round breaks where we'd go back to our friends, me, the freshmen, him, the sophomores. And my friends were like, you're doing great. Like, work your jab more. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll work my jab more. And then all of his friends were like, you're doing great. We go back in there. This time he's got rings on. And he starts clobbering me with rings. And I was like, hey. I like stopped the fight. I was like, time out. I was like, dude, take the fucking rings off. Take them off. And he was like, all right. He took the rings off.
He put on brass rings.
He put on like those cheesy like independent he wore a bunch of them on his hand. He started hitting me and I was like, damn. I was like, fucking, it hurts.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why are you wearing rings? I was like, take the rings. Because at no point was I ever really mad at him. Yeah. I was only doing this out of pressure. So then we get back in there. We start squaring up more. We start scrapping more. I run at him to tackle him. He gymnasts me, like jumps over me, like split-legged, and I fall down a huge hill. I was at the bottom of that hill, and I was like, this is it, par. And I just climbed up that hill dramatically, one step at a time. I got to the top of the hill. He went to punch me. I grabbed him like this, forward way, started strangling him with my hand across his throat. He kept trying to hit me, but I just squeezed hard on his neck, and he went, ugh. And he went to the ground, and then I just choked him until he vomited. And then I started kicking him in the stomach once or twice, and then I went, fight's over. And as I was walking away, he was like, par! But he couldn't get off the ground. I was like, you're done, Puzio. You're done. And then I walked away and all my friends were like, whoa, dude, you won. And like chicks were coming up to me. They're like, oh my God, you won the fight. And like my mom's friend Scott was there. He's like, how'd you do? I was like, I won. And I went home and I had like big knots on my head because one of the times when I tackled him, I went down to jump on him. He was wearing his shoes. He like up kicked me in the forehead and I was like, blah. And then I got home. My mom took pictures of my head. She's like, they may try to sue you. So I'm going to take, my mom's from Colombia. She said, I'm going to take pictures of your head. So they took pictures of like my bruised up face. It wasn't that bad. And then I was like so stoked. Then the next day I get on Instant Messenger and my buddy Andrew Hill, who like really understood fighting and high school culture, texted me. He's like, hey, you lost the fight. And And I was like, what? I was like, I kicked his ass. He's like, you can't walk away from a fight. You lost. That's what everyone's saying. So I get to school on Monday, and everyone in my grade's like, you won. But all the older kids are like, you lost. You walked away. And I was like, so what does that mean? They're like, it means you have to fight him again. And I was like, God damn it, dude. God fucking damn it. Is this going to define the rest of my fucking life? I was like, I don't want to go through that pressure cooker again. I fought the kid. I won the fight. The movie's over, all right? There will be no Karate Kid 2. And then I was just like, dude, I'm not going to fight him. And then so Puzio, sensing that apprehension in me, would just follow me around all day and be like, fight me again, Par. I was on Adderall. It made me fight worse. I hadn't taken Adderall at this point. Now having taken drugs, they make you fight better. So I was like, fuck, dude, I'm not going to fucking fight you. Just leave me the fuck alone. Move on with your life. And he wouldn't. He'd like text me. He'd like message me at home and be like, hey, when are you going to fight me again, Par? And I was like, dude, I was like, you got to move on. It's not going to happen. And so basically I just ignored him for a while, and that was the end of it. But here's the real kicker. I've grown since then. I'm like $170 now with a solid squat. He's still like 5'2". So I just want to put it out into the world that Puzio, if you want to settle it once and for all, I will fucking beat your ass, you fucking bitch.
Way to throw it out there at the end, dude. That was a riveting story. I was like really engaged in that.
Thank you, dude. That's my beef of the week, Puzio.
Yeah, the fact that he put rings on, it's just like, give me those rings. Like, put them on. And you're like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. He also like, I had him in a headlock at one point. He was like punching me in the balls.
Oh.
And I was like saying it to the 9,000 people who were there. I was like, hey, so everyone knows, Puzio's hitting me in the balls right now. Is this your hero? Is this your friend? Eric Puzio?
Is this your king?
Is this your king?
Is this your king?
Is this your king, the ringed ball puncher? I want everyone to know I fought with nobility.
Yeah. Fucking Puzio. Puzio, get your shit together, dude. So maybe it sounds like he had the little man syndrome.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was like, he was like his little man syndrome of his grade, and I was my little man syndrome of my grade.
Yeah. You didn't win the fight, you walked away.
Dude, he was throwing up on the ground and crying, and he was like, Par. And I was like, do I have to kill him? Like, do I have to like go up behind him, like do the fucking Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon, just grab his jaw in the back of his head, twist it hard until his neck breaks? I'm like, Puzio, you're literally incapacitated.
You know what you should have done? You should have done that move from Black Panther where you throw him down. I mean, you didn't have a waterfall, but you could have just thrown him down the hill.
Just put him over my shoulders and held him.
Just like looked at is this your king? And then he just.
Yeah, like, but see, like that, Killmonger was more upset in Black Panther.
Yeah, you were just doing it because pressure.
I was just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, undo. Oh, other funny thing. I called my mom right before the fight. I was like, hey, Mom, fight's on. I got to go. I left my phone on. Totally accidentally. So my mom listened to the whole fight from home and was like, Jean Thomas, get him, no. She had like a playback. She heard me roll down the hill and was like, Jesus Christ. And then she heard me at the bottom of the hill be like, oh, fuck. All right, come on, Par, we got this. All right, one step at a time.
Oh, Jean Thomas.
Oh, she was so proud of me too when I got home. My mom was like, Jean Thomas, no more fighting, but I'm very proud of you for standing up for yourself and for winning the fight. I was like, thanks, Mom.
Your mom's the best.
Dude, she's a beast, bro.
She is.
Because she used to do that to me. I remember one time I was like fighting this kid in kindergarten and I wasn't hurting him. And then he just like kept going at me. And then my mom just looked at me and we made eye contact and she nodded her head yes. And then I fucking kicked the kid in the face. My mom was like, she thumbs up to me.
Nice work, Jean Thomas.
Yeah. Because I was in karate at the time. So I was like, oh, it's on. Bang.
Yes, sensei.
Yeah, exactly. Once it was deputized by my mom, I was like, all right, this is fair. All right, let's get into some questions.